Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 11th October 2024. In this video, let us evaluate the performance of high liquidity zones generated from our previous end of the day report. So we have identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high liquidity zones. Out of these 7 high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes time frame, we got 4 successful trades and 2 trades are fine-tuned fresh 5-minute zones, and 1 trade is aggressive trade setup, and 1 more trade is from 1 minute bull trap. 1 minute bull trap. So before we get into these trades and discussions, all of you please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action, and all the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. So at our channel homepage, you click on the tab posts. Some of you might be seeing the tab community. So you click on the tab, you get access to this post. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. You just click on the link. Now we are into the playlist supply demand zone price action course. And all these are all the training lessons. You need to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here starting from lesson 1.1. all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. Even I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So from the video description, find the Telegram link and please join at our Telegram channel. It will be helpful to you each time when we release a new YouTube video or any other important or very important updates we will be providing at our Telegram channel. Okay, now let's get into the analysis discussion, how our NeoStock software helped in getting a very good trades. We got a very good ROAs today. Okay, the first one is L&T. L&T is a drop base rally 75 minutes high liquidity zone. Demand zone. This is a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. We need to fine tune up to the 5 minutes time frame. So first 75 minutes to 15 minutes. So I'm changing the time frame to 15 minutes. Here we have identified a 15 minutes zone. You can consider this as a ERC candle or failed ERC candle. It is a qualified leg-in, then a base candle and then a rally candle. Drop base rally. This is one 15-minute zone and another one rally base rally. This is another 15-minute zone. And both these 15-minute zones again you need to fine tune with 5 minutes time frame. So I'm changing the time frame to 5 minutes. Now look into the 5 minutes inside the 15-minute zone. The bottom one we have a drop candle. It is a ERC candle. This is the leg-in. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles and then a rally candle. So this is the way we have drawn this 5-minute zone. This is a fine-tuned 5-minute zone and a fresh zone. But before that we have one more zone. Here again you have a rally, 2 base candles and a rally. This is another fine-tuned 5-minute zone. So total we have 2 fine-tuned 5-minute zone. What is the trade plan? Once the prices reaches to the first fine-tuned 5-minute zone, immediately you can take a trade. In case if this is violated, then you can plan a trade in the second fine-tuned 5-minute zone. But today we got the trade in the first fine-tuned 5-minute zone and after that it gave a very good return. See here, prices entered into the zone and then finally it reached the 15 minutes target. And very interestingly, this 15 minutes target is there inside the 75 minutes zone, supply zone. Let me change the time frame to 75 minutes. See here, you have a drop base drop. That means we got an entry in the 75 minutes demand zone and during intraday itself, it reached the 75 minute supply zone. I'm sure some of you might have exited your trade in the first candle the moment it reached the 75 minutes supply zone. This is the way you might have booked the profit. 75 minutes to 75 minutes. But inside we have a fine-tuned 15-minute zone. And finally it reached the target, the fine tune. So let me go to the 15 minutes time frame to check the target. See here you have a drop, base, a drop. After that you don't have any drop, base, drops. Here we got the entry. After that you see, some of you may say this is a drop, base, drop. No, this is again a ERC candle, failed ERC candle. This is not the base candle. See, this is the medium size leg candle. This is bigger than the medium size candle. This is looking like a large candle if you look into the range. So that is the reason why I didn't plan. Even if you have any doubt here, go to the 5 minutes time frame. In that area, you may not be finding any 5 minute zones. Probably here you might be having. But anyway, here our interest is on, maybe that is the reason why, but easily it has gone through. It bet all the 5 minute zones. Drop, base, drop, already violated in this candle. Here maybe this is a rally, 3 base candles drop. Easily this is violated. Finally, 75 minute zone has given some resistance. And finally it reached the target. But I know many of us might have exited here. Because it reached the 75. But actually the real 15 minutes the zone is there inside that. But it took a lot of time to reach the target. Okay, it's not the question of where you exited or I exited. It is the question of the high liquidity zone concept is reached its 15 minutes zone or not. So finally it reached. If it does not reach, there could be other reasons. Maybe there could be some high liquidity zones might have prevented reaching that. But there are no high liquidity zones. Each time it is making higher high. See here, this is the high, higher high. It got again some more lower high. Finally higher high. Higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high. Again higher high. In this higher high, it reached the 15 minutes target. Because of these swings, there were some delays. So that's why it took more time to reach. When you got the entry at a 9:15 candle, even 9:20 candle also, you got the entry. Many times might have ignored the trade at 9:15, but actually not the 9:15 candle, 9:17 or 16. You got the trade. First you got the trade in this candle. 9:18 candle and 9:19 even a little inside it went. It is a clear trade in 9:19. 9:19 you got a very clear trade. And finally, first time when it reached 75, 10:09. So within 1 hour, the 75 minutes target reached, but those who are waiting for 15 minutes target, that is achieved only in this candle. 2 o'clock, 8 minutes candle. Maybe 4 hours you would have waited. 5 hours, not 4 hours. 5 hours you might have waited to reach this actual 15 minutes target. But anyway, many of you might have exited here itself. At 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 minutes candle you might have exited. Within 1 hour your trade might have been completed. Those who targeted for 75 minute zone and exited. And the money you might have invested in some other stock. Once you exit, another opportunity you might have got. But those who are waiting for 15 minutes target, you might have waited till 2 o'clock, 8 minutes candle. But okay, till 15 minutes, because I am calculating up to the 15 minutes. I am not calculating where I exited my trade or where you exited your trade. But the actual 15 minutes targets I am calculating. That is for our software performance point of view, I am doing that calculations, the everyday calculations. So at what time how much profit it gave and what is the ROI it gave from this fine-tuned 5 minute zone till the 15 minute zone. Our target is the immediately available 15 minute zone. This is only the immediately available. This drop base drop is the initially available. You have a drop candle, drop candle, drop candle. This drop candle, drop, drop. Here 2 base candles and drop. That you may say this is a 15 minutes target, but actually this is the area. Look into that. This is because of morning 9:15 candle, you have seen a huge candle here. So that's why many times such kind of zones might be violated, the supply zones. Okay, anyway, by the time it reached the target, what is the profit? Let me open the Excel sheet. L&T has given 7,252 rupees profit, which is 7.8% ROA. Our average intraday ROA is 6%. It has given beyond intraday average ROA. Why we got for a small amount profit? You may say 7,000, but 7,000 rupees we got 7.8 because the one futures margin cost is less than 90,000. So that's why we got a very good ROI for our small investment. Generally, we see many of the futures cost is one future cost around 1,60,000, 1,70,000 or 1,50,000 or close to 2 lakhs rupees. But this one is less than 1 lakh. So that's why we got a very good profit. I mean, very good ROI for that investment. Okay, the next one is Ramco. This is another fine-tuned 5-minute zone. This is a supply zone. This is a 75-minute supply zone. We have drop, 2 base candles and again a drop candle. This is having a fine-tuned 15-minute zone. Here you have a fine-tuned 15-minute zone. Rally base drop. Yesterday it was created, this zone. 10th October, rally base drop. And today prices retraced into this area. And this is having a fine-tuned 5-minute zone. So I'm changing the time frame to 5 minutes. See here you have a ERC candle, failed ERC candle as a leg-in. You have one base candle and drop candle and follow-through candles. And this fine-tuned 5-minute zone today prices reached. At what time? 10 o'clock, 10 minutes candle. And reached the 15 minutes target. If anybody in the previous L&T, if you exited at 10 o'clock 8 minutes, at the moment it reached the 75-minute zone, definitely you would have got maybe around 6,000 rupees profit you would have got. Maybe around 6% ROI you would have got. If you exited at the 75 minutes target, then immediately you would have invested your money in this particular stock. And when at 10 o'clock, 10 minutes it gave the entry. And when it reached the target, at 1 o'clock it reached the target, the 15 minutes target zone. So where is the 15 minutes target? Here you have a drop, base, rally, again failed ERC candle, again failed ERC candle, again a ERC candle, again a rally candle. See finally how it reached the target. Next 3 hours, because 10 o'clock you got the trade, at 1 o'clock, afternoon 1 o'clock, it reached the target. How much profit it has given? Ramco Cement. Ramco Cement has given a profit 10,285 rupees profit. And this has given 7.9% ROI for your investment. And this margin cost was, I think, around 1,60,000 or something. See, you would have both trades together, maybe you would have got around 16,000 rupees profit you would have got. Okay, these are the 2 fine-tuned 5-minute trades. Next one, let us look into the Berger Paints. This is an aggressive trade setup. The 5-minute zone is not fine-tuned zone, but aggressive trade setup. So this is also a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. We have a rally, 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and a rally candle. This is what our software identified. And this is having a fine-tuned, 15 minutes is the, no, sorry, actually this is not a 15-minute zone. This is also a 75 minutes LOTL zone. This is drop base rally. This is the LOTL zone, recently created. In this 75 minutes LOTL, I didn't find a proper 15-minute zone. I didn't find a proper 15 minute zone, because here price structure, see here prices came below that, started moving. So there is no 15 minutes zone is not there. But within this area there is a 5 minute zone that acted as an aggressive trade. See here, you have a rally base rally. First of all, before reaching this area, prices were started moving. Maybe it's not because of this, maybe there could be some 1 minute zones, might be there. But my interest is not on this price movement. The interest is today at morning 9. This is the area. In this candle has created some interest. See, the prices came near to this zone. If you draw wick to wick, you get better clarity. This is wick to wick I have drawn. While planning the trade plan, type 2 proximal we have taken. See, now I have drawn the zone wick to wick. We have a rally, 2 base candles wick to wick, and a rally candle. Today morning when prices opened here and then prices came down. Look into the 1 minute, you get better clarity. See, today morning prices came down and then sharply it moved up and then again moved up. Here there is a 15 minutes zone that pushed the prices down. Once again it reached, maybe this is acting as a high liquidity zone. Again pushed down. Now prices came below. See here, this is the lower low. Again it is started moving up. Again one more lower low. Again started moving up. What is this lower low just before our 5 minute zone is indicating? See, this is the previous low. Compare it to the let me draw horizontal line so that it will be more clarity for you. See, this is the previous lower low. Now see here, this is the next lower low. See the next one, this is the next lower low. That means there is a very strong order flow in this area. Who is the reason for this entire strong order flow? This 5 minute zone is the reason. Now let's move on to the 5 minutes time frame. And whatever blue color lines I have drawn, they are the lower lows at 1 minute time frame. Before reaching, that is today's price action. Let's go. See, this is the first lower low at 5 minutes. This is the next lower low. Prices moved up and again came down. All these are all indicating there is a very strong order flow in this 5 minutes area. 5 minutes, this 5 minutes area is the reason behind all these rejections. This is strongly holding the prices, not easily letting the prices. That means 5 minutes area, definitely we have a lot of strong order flow might be there. Let me delete these blue color lines. Now we got the entry. At 10 o'clock prices, you got the entry. It went up to here and moved up. And once again prices reached. In case if anybody did not, maybe at this lower low you might have kept an entry. Need not be here. Still you can avoid the risk by keeping. Those who took the trade, you can't do anything because you are in the trade. You can't take a second trade here because you didn't close your trade. Because you will be closing once it reaches the target. In case if anybody did not take, next time prices are coming here, at this lower low, let me draw a horizontal line. At this low, you can place an order. See, prices came a little and again sharply moved. And by this time, the entire supply has been consumed. Supply is very strong, there is no doubt. Slowly, surprise, why lower lows are happened earlier? This was the lower low, this is the next lower low, this is the next lower low, this is the next lower low, and this is the next lower low. And here, the supply has been completely consumed. Why supply has been consumed? Now prices are slowly started moving up and finally reached the target. When was the last lower low? This in this candle. At what time? This is 10 o'clock 45 minutes. And when it reached the target, at 12 o'clock, exactly at 12 o'clock, 5 minutes candle, it reached the target. That means in 1 hour, 15 minutes, our trade is completed. And who is the reason for giving this opportunity? This 5-minute zone, which is not a fine-tuned zone. But the price action clues helped us in identifying this 5-minute zone can be used as an aggressive trade setup, because there are price action clues, rejections before entering into the zone. But once it reached, some of you might be having, why it didn't push? Because supply is very strong. It need some more time to consume the complete supply. Here in this candle, completely consumed. At the time of your taking your trade will be here. At the time of taking the trade, definitely you can't anticipate. You expect prices will go up. Maybe because supply is very strong, it gave another opportunity for the people who didn't take a trade in this particular area. Probably, though you might have taken your trade at 10 o'clock and closed the trade at 12 o'clock. So 2 hours time it might have been taken, because this is your actual candle where you might have took a trade. But those people who didn't take, they would have got another opportunity here. That is what I am trying to say. They can wait up to this blue color line area, because this entire demand has been consumed. The remaining demand you might have got. But anyway, our trade plan is not at the blue line. Our trade plan is at this proximal line. This is the type 2 proximal line. Sorry for my mistake. We have taken our trade at type 2 proximal. Type 2 proximal, when it reached in this candle, 10 o'clock 5 minutes candle, it reached that entry. After that you would have exited at 12 o'clock candle. So how much profit Berger Paints has given? This aggressive trade setup. Berger Paint has given 8,844 rupees profit, which is 6.6% ROI. And the trade is completed in just 2 hours. So this is about the 5 minutes aggressive trade. And the last successful trade is PVR Inox. This is 1 minute bull trap. This is also interesting trade. First, forget about this bull trap. First, how we fine tune. This is a 75-minute zone. How we fine tune? Actually, we know that this zone will be violated. Because you know that your zone will be violated, then your focus would be during the analysis. Is there any bull trap available? That way, if you might have thought, you would have identified this bull trap. That we will discuss. First of all, how our software identified this? Our software identified this as a ERC candle. It's a failed ERC candle. You can consider for leg-in as a rally candle. And 2 base candles and then a drop candle. This is how our software identified this 75-minute zone. This 75-minute zone again fine-tuned with 15 minutes time frame. Here at 15 minutes we have a rally candle, 2 base candles and a drop candle. So this is the 15-minute zone. And within this 15-minute zone, again you identified a fine-tuned 5-minute zone at the proximal line. Proximal line of the, not distal line, proximal. Proximal line means before the zone. Before the zone, we identified a fine-tuned. Generally, how you identify fine-tuned zones? At the proximal line, or at the distal line, or exactly at the inside the zone. These are the 3 possibilities how you can identify fine-tuned zones. This is a concept who are not having clarity. I am explaining. I repeat again. At the proximal line, you can identify fine-tuned zone, or at the distal line, you can identify the fine-tuned zone. That concept we named the lower time frame zone as an horizon. But that is slightly different. Zone should be, the fine-tuned zone should be available well before this zone creation. It should be well before, not during the zone creation or after the zone creation. And another one is exactly inside. Inside means maybe it should be anywhere, within this area, anywhere. It should not overlap. It should exactly, it can touch the distal line, it can touch the proximal line. But it should not cross, go And also you should see, but today you see it crossed. It's not exactly within. A part is inside and a part is outside the proximal line. This is one category. This is also allowed. These are the different ways how you can fine tune the zone. Okay, here it's overlapped at the proximal line. We identified a fine tuned zone. Where is that overlapped fine tuned zone? Here. You have a drop, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and a drop candle. Drop, base, drop. So this is the area you can plan the trade. Where you can plan the trade, if the risk is within your limit, you can plan your trade at this proximal line, or if it is not within your risk, you can adjust up to exactly within this 15 minutes area. The order flow is sufficient. If you feel that is good enough, you can plan a trade either way. And this fine-tuned 5-minute zone is tested yesterday. So yesterday the prices went almost deep. It went deep. After that it pushed the prices. This trade happened yesterday. So that means this is not this 5-minute zone is not a fresh zone. But what about at the digital line? Can we draw any? Yeah, we can draw here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base candles are there. A rally. So definitely this zone will be violated. That's why I didn't draw any zone. That is big, and this is a tested zone. This fine-tuned 5-minute zone is a tested zone. There is one more 5-minute zone you can draw, but you are getting 8 base candles. Maximum allowed are 8 base candles. Beyond maximum allowed are 6 base candles. Beyond 6 we can't draw a zone. That will be violated. That indicates the consolidation in the prices. Okay, because there is no fresh 5-minute zone, definitely this zone will be violated. That is what happened today. See, today the zone is violated. Easily it violated this zone. After that it got some resistance here. What is the reason? Because there is a bull trap is available at 5 minutes time frame. Sorry, 1 minute's time frame. Why not 5 minutes time frame? 5 minutes time frame there is a zone rally, base rally, and this one is already tested. And also it is slightly pierced in this zone. And here again it created rally, base, drop. This is also violated. And there are no 5-minute zones are available. You may say, can't we say drop, rally, base, drop? No. The reason is it is looking like a base candle. You add the hidden body, this entire thing is going to be a rally candle. So there is a rally candle, there is a drop candle, in between no base candles. And here 5 minutes there is a pivot. See, this is a swing. This is a swing. After that the swing is a swing high and then prices came down. And then again you see here lower high formed here. This is also a swing and came down. This is a higher high, this is a lower high, this swing. And below this particular swing high, at this swing high, this zone is formed, high liquidity zone. So there is a only possibility at this pivot. For 5 minutes it is a pivot. Swing high is a pivot. Or swing low could be another pivot. So within this 5 minutes pivot, there is a possibility. If there could be a 1 minute zone, definitely institutions may use that as a trap the moment this zone is violated. And another important thing you see here, there were prices did not, some here, it came down. It went and came down. That means something else might be there here that is pushing the prices. That means the order flow is very strong. Why the pivot is close? This is also a pivot because this is a rally and then drop. Why this pivot didn't go further up? Definitely some order flow might be there. That way you have to think. That is the way I got the clarity. That way I thought, and then I went 1 minute's time frame. Now in the 1 minute we have a very clear 1 minute rally, base, drop is there. We have a rally candle, we have a base candle, and then we have a drop candle, Already on the next candle slightly tested and see how it pushed it down. That means there is a strong order flow. Next time when prices came here, before entering into the zone, again they were started going down. That means institutions kept a very strong order flow in this area. And also before the zone creation, you see here, prices reached and then came down. And below that there is no zone is available. So this is the area. Probably institutions may be using this as a trap area, because they might have kept so much of strong order flow in this area. This is an indication. If the risk is within your limit, definitely you can plan, and the risk is also a small risk. See today what happened, this entire zone is violated, and after that prices entered, and then it sharply pushed the prices down up to the 15 minutes target zone. And when it entered into the zone at 10 o'clock 6 minutes candle, and when it reached the target at 11 o'clock 45 minutes candle. So that means within 1 hour 40 minutes the trade is completed. And where is the 15 minutes target? Here. We have a rally, base, rally. Some of you may argue here, why can't we consider lagging, base, rally? This is the target. Actually, this is also a ERC candle, big, large candle. In case, actually, I also did that. What I did, I just drawn the zone to confirm whether any order flow is there. To confirmation, 5 minutes order flow, I went to the 5 minutes. See here, 5 minutes area, there is no proper structure here. Look into these candles. I am deleting this. Rally, base, drop, again rally, drop, rally. There is no proper structure. So definitely this area will be no order flow. Easily it will be violated. See here, prices came down, came down, came down, and finally it reached the 15 minutes target. Okay, so you got a trade here and it reached the target within 1 hour 40 minutes. How much profit PVR Inox has given? The 1 minute's bull trap. The 1 minute's bull trap above 75 minutes HLQ supply zone, it has given 12,515 rupees profit, which is a 10.3% ROI as per one futures margin cost. Today all the trades has given beyond our average intraday ROI. Our average intraday ROI is 6%. And today also we got a combination of long and short trades. 2 trades are long trades and 2 trades are short trades. Look into the last 4 candles, 4 trades. But all are 75 minute zones. Daily zones we got 2 stocks yesterday, but we didn't get any trade. So let me show you. AU Bank. AU Bank, I already explained you how I fine tuned this zone. This is a daily zone. Already we discussed it in the previous videos, one of the videos. And this is actually tested today. Actually it also gave a trade, but we didn't take the trade. AU Bank. Even if you take, still you would be some profit only, but very nominal profit. Or maybe you might have collected your taxes. But first of all, we cannot take the trade. This is rally, base, rally. Already we discussed. This is a hidden zone. This is having a fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Directly I am going because already we discussed this stock previously. So that is the reason why I am not explaining anything further today. See here we have a fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Almost close to this zone. Maybe some buffer you might have added. Your trade would have been executed if you take. After that prices moved within this area, small area. Maybe somewhere here you might have exited because they are not moving. Maybe some 1 minute zone or something might be there that is preventing. But first of all, why can't we take a trade? Here we have a 15 minute zone is there because the ROI is not good. Not ROI, RR. Let me show you the long position. You got only 1:2 RR. With this entry buffer, small entry buffer, your trade would have been executed, but still you are getting only 1:2 RR, the 15-minute zone. You have a drop base drop. Okay, here we have a technique to reduce the risk, and we can get better RR, 1:3 RR. That way you can adjust, right? Okay, let me do the adjustment. Where exactly you need to get the entry to get 1:3 RR. Okay. At this price. See, at this price. What is the price? Entry price? 688 rupees. If you would have taken a trade at 688, 1:3 RR is available. But is prices reached 688? No, they didn't reach. What is the low of this candle? 688.75. What should be your entry? 688. The low of the candle is 688.75 paisa. Another 75 paisa, if the prices would have been dropped, you would have taken a trade. At the time you would have got 1:3 RR till this 15-minute zone. That means the prices didn't fall down by another 75 paisa, so you didn't get the entry. If you get that entry, then you get a scope to reach this 1:3 RR. So because of these reasons, either your trade might not have been executed. If you are maybe some reason, let us assume, if you take the trade also, it is not reached to the 15 minutes, somewhere here you would have exited with small profit. That whatever small profit, mostly it will go for whatever the taxes you are paying for the government, STT, security transaction charge and other documentation charges. Maybe that much profit or little over that much. So that's why anyway, first of all, this is not a valid trade. What I am trying to say, prices just reached, but the reason why we rejected, because there is no RR. Even you adjusted for the RR, prices did not reach that adjusted area. So that's why I am not considering this AU Bank trade. But it is not stopped out. That is very important, first of all. We didn't get a trade opportunity today in this. Next one is Arindo Pharma. This is also, we discussed Arindo Pharma also, how we fine-tuned earlier. In one of the earlier videos, I already explained the same thing. I didn't made any changes here. And anyway, prices didn't come here, so I'll leave that. Berger Paints we discussed, and the last one which we did not discuss is Hindustan Petroleum. Hindustan Petroleum is again another 75 minutes demand zone. This is a drop base rally as per our software identified. How I fine-tuned with 15 minutes time frame. Drop base rally. And this drop base rally again fine-tuned with 5 minutes time frame. See, we have a drop base rally. And the zone is tested, right? It looks like. But have you noticed? Again, another drop base rally is created within this area. Maybe this zone might be acting as a high liquidity zone, because in the high liquidity zone areas only, new zones will be created again and again. That means one more, this drop base rally is a fresh zone. But we plan our trade in the actual horizon only, because it picked up the orders and moved. And during that process, institutions added a new orders again in this area. So because of that, we can plan one more trade in this area even though it is tested. But unfortunately today prices did not enter into this fine-tuned 5 minutes area. It entered into the zone but not up to here. This is today. See, morning prices came, it's not before. Even if you add some entry buffer also, your trade would not have been executed. We didn't have an option to get a trade. But what happened today, institutions again created a new 15-minute zone. At 11 o'clock, 30 minutes, a drop candle after the 2 base candles. At 12 o'clock 15, again a rally candle. So what is our trade plan? Again, if during the intraday, once again, if they reach, we can plan a trade. So that's why what I did, I again fine-tuned with. So this is a failed ERC candle, considered as a rally, 2 base candles and a rally. This is the first fine-tuned area, and one more fine-tuned drop base rally. But this is already tested, the bottom one. It went and picked up the orders, and again it moved up. So maybe this is the area we can plan a trade. The down one, if it is a high liquidity, we can plan a trade again, but only our software can tell it is a high liquidity zone or not. But this one is there. But anyway, during the intraday, this is a dynamic zones, but prices did not get. If the prices entered, it could have been a dynamic trade today during the live market. So these are the high liquidity zones identified, and we got these excellent trades in today's trading session. Hope this information will be useful to you. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.